for the fourth time now. Let's see if I can find Tikva and I can hear her. Oh, I'm so sorry, but this is real life. Yeah, are you here, Tikva? Hello. Yes, you are joining. Are you joining, Tikva? Tikva. So I've been trying to do this live with Tikva for so long, and it's just like keep breaking off, and I don't hear her. So Tikva, maybe you asked to join me? Yes, let's join. So Tikva is in the US and I am in Switzerland, and the time zone is very different. Obviously, I think it's 10 a.m. by her, 4 p.m. by me, and it's been very hard to get this going and happening. Why is she not able to join? Go live. There you are. Oh, finally.
Here we are. Okay.
I'm so
Maybe
sorry.
it's the
But this is
Wi-Fi. So we're back. We're back.
we are back.
Yeah,
So
so
I hope we don't get
tell me, Dalia, a little bit about yourself.
So, like I said, I am in Switzerland and you are in the US, and working out this time zone live was a bit
Yeah, the time difference.
the time difference because of my kids and your kids, and bedtime, and you
Oh
go
yeah.
to school. So yeah, so
All that good stuff.
I am a nutrition health coach, and I help Jewish women find and get a healthier lifestyle by identifying different symptoms by tuning into their body, what is preventing them from either losing weight or feeling good. And so I've been doing this for the last 5 years and I love it.
I find your page like so inspiring and motivating, and
Thank you.
it's so important to just keep healthy in all areas, in what you eat and in your mindset and like taking care of yourself. So I feel like as a nutrition health coach, like it probably encompasses all of that. It's not just
Absolutely. It's not always easy. It's challenging as well, having a business and having the family and the clients. So, but Baruch Hashem, I have to say, it's all about balance, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about today.
Oh, I love the topic. Like, I feel like it just all comes down to that, It all
Absolutely.
comes down to the balance, juggling it all.
Absolutely.
And,
That's why I call my company and my business Fully in Balance, because you need to find your own balance. It's not your balance, my balance, or their balance. It's your own balance, and you need to find it, and you need to feel good with it, embrace it.
that's such a good point. You can't compare, with what others are doing to find that balance and equilibrium in their lives, because we're all leading different lives, and everyone has a different story. And that's so true what you just pointed out.
Absolutely.
Everyone's doing something else.
Everybody's doing something else. Everybody has also a different scenario at home, a different dynamic, different
Exactly.
priorities. And it's
Exactly.
all about balancing it all out. Also with our busy Jewish calendar,
Oh my goodness.
to adapt as well. So it's not only being a mom, having a business, it's also coping with everything, right?
Everything. It's so true. It's so true. It's really, it all adds up. It all adds up.
So
It's,
tell us a little bit, what are you doing there? I see it's a beautiful painting, and you
oh
are
yeah, this is a work in progress. It's been a lot of my works are works in progress, like until they're actually finished. It takes some time just because with, everything going on, thank God. But yeah, I usually just use gold leafing, and then like one day I just had this idea to just use metallic, different color leafing and sort of make like stones and like the image of like a hotel wall. So
wow.
they're very different. I guess it's like a certain unique style, but I am in love with it. I'm in love
It
with
looks
it.
beautiful. I love the colors. I love the gold.
I definitely try to keep my works like happy and upbeat and alive, and you know, like if I'm not feeling up to it, I can't paint. Like if I'm like feeling a little down one day, or if I'm like having a day, it's just I put it aside, I do my thing, and then I come back to it. Because
But I
I
can
know,
imagine also it's like very relaxing to,
oh yeah, it's
it's
very,
self-care. I always tell my clients when they need to find a balance with, self-care, it's like try painting, try walking,
oh,
try
painting
reading.
is the best
Look at
therapy.
that.
It's like,
Beautiful.
it's so therapeutic. It's so
Oh,
therapeutic.
beautiful. So
Yeah,
nice. So tell
yeah.
us a little bit about you. What do you do? You like you're an artist. You do.
I'm an artist. I'm an art teacher at the local high school here, Yeshiva Greater Washington. And yeah, I'm a full-time mom, wifey to a med student. That's what I call myself. We always joke around that like when he graduates, I'm gonna get the M, he's gonna get the D, because like thank God, like we're both away from family, and it's juggling that can be a lot sometimes. So the art is mainly on the side these days, but Bezrat Hashem, like we really hope that one day I'll have more time to invest in it and really like, go all out with it. Bezrat Hashem.
It's building it
Um,
up step by step, right?
exactly. It's step by step. And Lakol Zaman Va'etz. It was like, at first when like, Baruch Hashem, we had our kids, and like at first it was really challenging for me to just put it aside, because it gives me life. It really gives me life. But then I worked through those emotions, and you really find that like, there's a time for everything. And I remember my older brother looked at me and he's like, you want to do what you're doing fully. Like you want to, whatever you're doing, it is that you're doing. If you're being a mom, if you're doing a job, you want to do it fully, and you want to invest your all into it. And like, it really put everything into perspective for me, because it's so true. So, yeah, so that's basically me. How about you, Dalia?
So tell me something like and this is why I love to have these conversations live on Instagram, is like, how do you find a balance between work and family and everything else around it?
So I really just try to focus on one thing, the thing that I'm doing at a time. And just if I'm with my kids, I try to be with my kids. If I'm with my husband, I try to be with like fully there, present. And like if I'm lucky and I have time for the art, I try to be there, and just take one thing at a time. I feel like these days we're all just running and trying to accomplish everything at once, that it can get overwhelming to just, enjoy the moment and be in the moment and
Right.
live the
It
moment,
never seems to come back, there is a Chag, and then there is Shabbat, and then there is a Simcha, and then there is again.
Exactly. There's always something. I also find that staying organized, like if I don't write it down, it's like out of my brain. So I find that like, staying organized, having like a notebook or somewhere where you just, write your goals for that week or what you plan on getting done. I think that always helps. Um, you know, but,
Absolutely.
but
And what
yeah.
do you think is the challenging part of being like a business woman and mother, to keep that balance, Because we always try to be organized, and I love the fact that you have a journal or something to write things down.
Hmm.
But what's the most challenging part of it?
I think I don't think my situation is so typical, um, but I think that just like from my perspective, just juggling it all without family nearby, or with
Oh,
my
I can
husband.
hear
Like,
you.
can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I hear you because I don't have my family around, so I also know how
Oh,
challenging that is.
yeah. So I'm sure you understand. And like my husband's super busy. Thank God, fourth year of school got a lot easier. But with him out of the picture a lot, and just a lot of it like doing it on my own. Like sometimes it could get lonely, especially since I grew up where like my grandparents were always over, and it was just, we were a very close knit family.
Yeah,
So I find that to be the most challenging. Um, also like my kids around the grandparents, they're different kids, and you could really
yeah.
tell.
And what do you do to overcome this challenge? I mean, how do we?
So we try to visit. It doesn't always work out. Honestly, sometimes I get in the car myself and I drive down with the kids by myself just because I need it, you know? And I find that just listening to your own voices and being aware of, like, you know, taking care of yourself first. And like, I know it sounds so cliche and everyone does, oh, if you're a mother, if you're doing this, if you're giving to others, you need to make sure, you know, you're taking care of yourself first. And at first when I heard it, when I was like a new mom, I'm like, yeah, whatever. And I tried to be like superwoman, do it all on my own, like I'll figure it out. But it's really, I find that to be so fundamental, like really just making time for yourself and filling up your own cup so you could be a happy person and a happy individual. And you know,
Absolutely.
you have what to give. And it's really not cliche. It's so
It is so true.
important.
It is so true. And also sometimes saying no, you know, not everything's yes.
Exactly. Oh, I'm the queen. That's like my hardest thing in life. Like, you know, I'm the
Yes.
queen of like, yeah, I could do it. Yeah, sure.
Right. And I think we learned with
But it's
experiences, right?
really, it's so important to just, you know, say no sometimes, and it doesn't make you a horrible person. You know, everyone understands that everyone has their own life, and you know, things come up. You can't always be available for everyone. You have to take care of yourself and then let it spread out to others, and you really see a big
100%.
difference.
100%. It's like how many times did we try to do this live and he said, doesn't work out
I was like, Dalia,
for
I'm
you.
sorry, it's so busy here.
He said no, and I said no.
And really, sometimes I'm telling you, my friends put up with me, Dalia. Like, sometimes I just don't answer the phone for days at a time. And they understand. And the friends that really know me and know what's going on, they understand that it's like, you know, Tikva
Absolutely.
is not near her phone these days. Or,
These
you
are the
know,
real friends, the true friends, right?
true friends understand. And, you know, I let them know, like, it's just a lot going on. And, you know,
Yeah.
you just have to focus inward and take care of yourself so you could be there for others, you know?
Baruch
That's what
Hashem.
that's what I learned. I learned it the hard way, but I
Mhm.
learned it nevertheless. Yeah.
Yes. So tell us also how can, like, what do you do? Like, how can people find you? You do courses, you do paintings.
So I offer one-on-one lessons if
Oh,
that's
nice.
something, yeah, so that's something someone's interested in. I do offer one-on-one lessons. I haven't started. This is something I would love to do, like arrange art classes, like watercolor classes for women or stuff like that in the
Um,
future. Again, like right now, this
is
point in
that online
life.
or is it
What?
uh, online or is it like locally you do that?
No, I would do that locally. I'm saying if someone does want, I do, if someone does want and specifically requests like a Zoom class, I would do it. I just find that when you're teaching art, it's such a sensational like medium, and you really, I think when it's in person, it's
So
like 10
different.
times
Yeah.
more amazing. Like we did when COVID first broke out, we did some lessons like over Zoom, and like it was just so different, you know. It was really going from like the classroom to in like over Zoom art lessons, you know. So yeah, basically I mainly offer like in-person classes, but Bezrat Hashem, one day I would love to do, you know, more classes for like ladies and, you know, weekly classes and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
So
Yeah.
I
How
used
about
to
you,
do
Dalia? What do you offer?
I used to do it like offline actually by me at home. That's how I started 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I had many local groups of like from the Jewish community here in Zurich. And then when COVID hit, then I went more online and with Zoom. And Baruch Hashem, I have to say that COVID was not so bad for me because I could expand
You could
to,
reach more people.
I could reach a lot of more people. And now I do all my programs online. I mean, if somebody wants to come to me locally with pleasure, but I have
Mm-hmm.
everything with the right platform and everything to make it successful
Right.
online.
Right.
And
And I find that coaching can be very, like, very, very, very well online because, you know,
yes,
it can
so
fit into anyone's schedule during the day and you could reach, you know, you probably have clients from all over that way.
Right. So I just completed the Balance Redefined program, which is about 12 weeks. And we started after Pesach, and we just finished like end of July. That was on Sunday. We had our last call. So it was a bittersweet feeling. But I
That's
had people from
amazing.
Israel, from Europe, from Israel and from the US.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
beautiful. And
And
the
how does
thing,
that feel that like you're impacting so many people, like so many women and you know this is like affecting them, it's affecting their families, they're feeling good about themselves. Like that must feel so
it
wonderful on
affects,
your end.
it's not only about nutrition. Even if I focus on nutrition, it's really about the mind, the mindset, the body, and tuning into your body and seeing what is good for your body food wise, and trying to find those healthy alternatives that can help you.
Oh
And
wow.
once
So
you
it's
identify that, then you start losing weight
mhm,
naturally without any drastic approach, right? Because you're actually feeding your body the right food.
mhm. So it's a really one-on-one experience. Like you evaluate every client, um, you know, for
Anytime.
herself.
I'm actually
Wow.
taking a break, so that's also something. I find social media can be so tiring, so saturated,
Oh,
and
it could be.
waste of time,
It
as
really
you
could
know.
be. You have to really stay focused when you get on this
So
app. I'm
how
like, literally, there's so many just
how do
wonderful
you start?
ideas and people, and like, it's just, yeah, it could get a lot. It really could get a lot. It's so true. You really have to take the time to, you know, do what you got to do on here, and then, and then give yourself a little break. That's very
That's
true.
what I'm doing actually. I'm actually online usually 3 times a week. Like I post what I need, um, and then that's it, really. And
That's
I'm mainly
impressive.
actually on Instagram
That's very
because
impressive.
all the social media platforms. Sometimes it's linked to Facebook, but that's
Right.
actually the system doing it behind my back.
Wow, that's very impressive. And your fly, like your posters, your page looks so
Sorry, I don't hear you.
inviting and motivating, and it's amazing how you balance that, you know.
Yeah, Baruch
Uh,
Hashem.
but yeah,
Slowly.
I could relate. Like a couple of weeks back, it was so nice, and we went to New York to my family, and then we went to Lake George. It's like my childhood um, vacation place with my family. We were going for years, and like I just, you know, normally a lot of times I would like post my inspiration from the trip because don't get me wrong, it's beautiful and the scenes are gorgeous. But went off like WhatsApp and Instagram. I had like the best time just, you know, being with my family and sometimes you just have to do that, you know, even if it means you'll have less engagement and stuff like that. It could really you have to just make sure it doesn't you know, take over
Absolutely.
too much, you know.
So I'm actually switching off now. I take switching off Instagram from my phone in the month of like after Tisha B'Av, I break off until Elul, and I completely
You
take it
break
off
up.
my phone.
I
And
love that.
I forget about it. I, you know,
You
I
break
don't.
up.
It's quality time for my family,
That's wonderful.
and
That's really
that's it.
wonderful.
3 times a year. That's Chol HaMoed Sukkot, Chol HaMoed Pesach, and summer after Tisha B'Av. I completely take it off.
That's really wonderful. Those are your three set times.
Yes. And I think you need
Wow.
to have boundaries, right? Otherwise, it just doesn't work.
I'm sorry?
You need to set boundaries also with social media because otherwise you just get carried away and it just can be very, very hard.
It's true. It's really true. It's a very good point. It's very true. Especially, you know, you like we were saying before, just trying to be present and enjoy the moment and that can be challenging when there's so much going on online, you know?
Right. And the children are getting older and you need to enjoy them. It will go so fast.
Oh, it goes, oh my goodness. I was just telling this to my husband. It goes so fast. And my son's almost 3, and like I can't even believe it. I mean, 3 probably sounds so young for you, but
No,
but
it's
it just
young.
goes fast.
Sure. The baby.
Yeah, it does. It flies. It flies. You have daughters?
I have
How many
two
kids
girls
do you
and a
have?
boy. Yeah.
2 girls and a boy. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, both
That's
are-
so cute.
Yes.
Very nice.
The
Very
painting is
nice.
coming up beautiful. Oh, wow.
Oh, I can't wait to show you the final. I'm having too much fun doing it. I don't want it to end a little bit. It's a
Beautiful.
little bit of that.
It's really, really nice.
Yeah, leafing is the funnest thing ever.
So what are you?
I recently did a painting with someone, and um, we did like leafing in the piece, and she was like a little hesitant. She's like, "Do you want to do it?" I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. You're doing this part. Like, you have to experience the joy of gold leafing."
It's
It's
beautiful. Wow.
really
Maybe
like,
one day you can teach me.
oh, that would be nice. One day you'll have to give me your all your tips, your nutrition tips.
With pleasure. Anytime. Actually, right now, if you want, I don't know if you joined, but I am running a plant-based challenge for the 9 days.
That's amazing, really.
So if
And
you want,
I
or if
remember you
anybody
were running
listening,
the no sugar challenge, and that looked
oh,
amazing.
the no sugar challenge was extended by 3 more weeks. Did you know that? So it was like 3 weeks, and then I had about 20 women worldwide, like they were from everywhere,
Wow,
and 10 of them decided to carry on for another 3 weeks. So they did
that's how
six
good
weeks,
it was. Wow, wow. No,
and
but
the
that's
results
incredible.
were amazing. It was not only about no sugar; it was about implementing these healthy habits into your day-to-day life, right?
Right, right. No, but the title was very appealing because,
Yeah.
these days like there's sugar in everything, even like things that you think are healthy in the supermarket, like if you
It's so
everything.
misleading. So we were doing a hunting for hidden sugars in the packages, and even if you go into your toothpaste, you can discover hidden sugars there. By the way,
No way.
even
Your
in
toothpaste.
toothpaste, yeah.
Colgate is trying to sell a sweet toothpaste. That's what they're doing. That's so
Everybody, go and check your
interesting.
toothpaste.
I would never think toothpaste would have sugar in it.
Well, it's actually
That's
sweeteners, which are hidden sugars, right, to make it sweet.
right. Oh my goodness. No, I like I was listening to something about like no sugar and kids and like how everything has sugar these days, and just out of convenience I buy these like squeezy yogurts. I don't know if you've seen them.
Yes, yes, yes.
And like I was just curious after that like podcast I listened to, and I looked behind like for like the sugar, like grams of sugar, and I was so like I did not think. I mean, it's yogurt. I was like, yogurt's healthy, and then like, I checked the
You'll
sugar
be
level,
surprised.
and I'm like, this is more like ice cream than yogurt, you know?
Right.
So
No, it's a lot about awareness. It's not about saying that sugar is bad. It's
just
more about
being aware of your
other
intake,
natural sugars are better, you know? That's what I
right?
was all about.
Right, like fruits and
Yes.
stuff like that, right? Right.
Dates and fruits and sweet potato and all
Would
that.
you say honey? I'm just curious, out of curiosity. Would you say honey is like a good so like a lot of even like salad dressings these days, everything has like sugar in it. Do you think honey
Honey is a
um
better substitute,
good substitute?
but I would go more for raw honey because it hasn't been processed.
Oh, not processed honey, meaning it's just
Right.
raw. Oh, that's
Yes.
interesting. So that also makes a difference.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. And also with moderation, not to overdo it. Just say, "Oh, honey is healthy."
Exactly. Everything in moderation, the topic of your life, Dalia.
Right.
The balance.
It's been amazing, Tikva. Thank you so much for your
Yes.
time.
Thank
This
you. Thank
painting
you
was
for
amazing.
having me, Dalia. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your summer.
You too. And let's do this again, maybe after the Chagim period. Let's see
Yes,
how we
God
are
willing.
balancing our life in winter.
Oh man, here we go. Okay, looking forward, Dalia.
Thanks so much.
Have a good
Have a great
one. Thank you for having me.
day. Bye.
Bye.